Well, welcome everybody. Looks like we're having some of our students start to join us. Thank you for joining us tonight at our open house here for Seaver College. We are so excited to meet each and every one of you tonight. We're going to wait probably a few more minutes just to let some people join us. So if you are joining us tonight, I'd ask that you would turn on your camera. It's a small, intimate setting. The whole point of tonight is to get to know you and for you to know us. And so we'd love to be able to see your wonderful smiling faces as we do that. And if you wouldn't mind to put your name and program of interest in the chat feature, so that way we are able to get to know you and we can know exactly which program that you're interested in. But again, we're going to hold off another minute or two before we go ahead and jump on into our presentation for tonight. Awesome. Okay, well, we're going to probably go ahead and get going here. Just so people are aware of kind of an overview of what tonight is going to look like so we can have an overall understanding. By the way, my name is Billy Maxfield. I'm the assistant dean here at Seaver College. Again, so excited to meet each and every one of you tonight and that you would be willing to spend your afternoon with us. We are so grateful. We have lots of faculty and staff with us tonight. Again, we want you to be able to meet our faculty and hear from them about the programs that they teach in and get each and every one of your questions answered. So tonight it's going to look like we're going to start with the department chairs introducing themselves for a few minutes. Then we're going to go into meeting one of our current students and just getting to hear from them what is a current students' experience like here at Seaver College, and you can ask them all the questions that you'd like to kind of hear firsthand what that looks like. We have a presentation about what the programs have to offer, and then we're going to do breakout rooms at the end with the faculty where you can get more specific questions, the nitty-gritty kind of answered for you. So again, I'm the assistant dean here, and I get the privilege of witnessing all of our students going through this, coming from bright young minds to becoming masters in their fields, and just get to see their journey. And it's such an honor that you guys would even consider joining the Seaver family. And that's truly what we feel that we are here. That's one thing that we pride ourselves on, is getting to know our students and that this is a place where you will know and be known. And we're excited to get to meet you tonight. So I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to Eunice, and Eunice is going to kick us off tonight.
Hi, everyone. My name is Eunice. I serve as the Associate Director for our Seaver graduate programs, and I'd like for you all to meet all of us here today. So I'm going to turn it over to my colleague, Farah, and then you'll get to hear directly from our faculty too.
Hi, everyone. My name is Farah. I serve as the Graduate Programs Associate here at Seaver College, and so I support pretty much all the programs with academic, student-related issues, making sure that all of the students are aware of the graduate program requirements and graduate successfully from here. So hopefully we'll have you join the program, and I'll be happy to be there with you on your journey. So welcome to our open house, and I'm happy to see you all here.
Perfect. And so now we're going to transition over to have our faculty introduce themselves. I'm going to do it in order of our graduate programs, and you'll get to meet with all of them later on tonight, but I do want to make sure you know who's here in the room with us. So we're going to have our Civil Engineering and Environmental Science program go up first. Joe Reichenberger.
So welcome. I'm Joe Reichenberger. I'm not the chair. The chair has a teaching assignment today. She has a class, so I'm in place of Dr. Adams. I teach in the Civil Engineering and Environmental Science program, and my specialties are in the water and wastewater treatment area, water quality. And so if you're going to be joining our program, you will undoubtedly have some classes with me. So welcome. I'm enjoying, looking forward to your questions, and hopefully I'll be able to answer all of them. If not, I may ask you to send me an email with your question. I can answer it later after I gather some additional information. And thank you again.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Up next, we have the Department Chair for Computer Engineering, Electrical Engineering, and Systems Engineering program, Dr. Jay Shu.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining us today. And I'm the chair of the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering. And we actually have 3 graduate programs in the department, one in electrical engineering, one in computer engineering, and one in systems engineering. And we also have another faculty member with us today, Dr. Elham Gashgai, and she will be focusing on the system engineering program. And later on, I will be sharing information about the electrical engineering and the computer engineering programs. Thank you.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Next, we have Dr. David Kwam, Graduate Program Director from our Healthcare Systems Engineering program.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Happy to be here today. I'm Dr. David Kwam. I'm a physician and the director of the Healthcare Systems Engineering program here at LMU. Looking forward to talking to a few of you. I know there's a couple on the call who are interested in the program and can't wait to talk to you. And like everyone else said, we're always happy to answer emails in case things come up after this presentation as well. Thanks.
Perfect. Thank you. Up next, we have the Department Chair for our Mechanical Engineering program, Dr. Matt Siniowski.
Hi, everyone. Welcome. It's great to see you here tonight. We're looking forward to chatting with you and kind of teaching you more about the program. Like Eunice said, I'm Dr. Matt Siniowski, a professor and chair of mechanical engineering. So welcome to everyone interested in that. I see Anthony here. You're interested in our program. So great to see you. I've been a professor here at LMU for 22 years now, and I really enjoy getting to know the students and seeing them kind of go through their trajectory of kind of, becoming like Billy said, masters in their fields, and really seeing the excellent things that they do with their careers. And yeah, I'm looking forward to chatting with you all. Yeah, thanks.
Perfect. Thank you very much. And now we have Dr. Elham Gashgai, who will be meeting with students interested in our systems engineering program.
Yes, this is Elham Gashgai. Glad to be here. Glad to see your faces. And welcome aboard. Yes, I'll be joining you during the breakout rooms talking about system engineering.
Perfect. Thank you very much. We will also be having our department chair for the computer science program, Dr. David Dionisiou, joining us shortly. So once he does, he'll be part of that breakout room and he'll be able to do his introduction here, but he's finalizing some items before he gets to join us momentarily. So with that said, once again, my name is Eunice. I'll be walking you through the information session deck that we have prepared for you. If you have any questions at any point, you're welcome to unmute yourself, raise your hand, or use the chat feature. And my colleague Farah will be able to help me answer questions as we go. We will also leave some time at the end for Q&A if you want to wait until then. After the information session, you're going to get to meet one of our current students in our systems engineering program. And the last part of our program here will be the breakout sessions. You'll get to connect directly with our faculty. So hopefully you're excited for the 2 hours ahead with us. Again, if there's any questions, please feel free to raise your hand, use the chat feature so that we can answer those questions. And we'll be going to get started now. Can you all see my screen okay?
Yes.
Perfect. Excellent. So once again, welcome to Seaver's Graduate Open House. We really appreciate your time here with us today. And we're going to kick us off with an overview of Loyola Marymount University. For those of you who may be new to LMU, we're located in Los Angeles, and our mission statement is the encouragement of learning, the education of the whole person, the service of faith, and the promotion of justice. And even though there aren't any religious requirements associated with any of our master level programs, we do hope that the students that are thinking about an education with us are also interested in embodying our mission statement and continuing their education through a graduate degree at LMU. In terms of total enrollment, we have 10,000 students total with an undergraduate population of 7,094 students. We also have a graduate population here on our Westchester campus of 1,828 students. And we also have our law school located in downtown LA. That school has a population of 1,078 students, all dedicated to law studies. With that said, we have 3 locations. Westchester is known as our main campus, and it's also home to all of our Seaver programs, which you'll be learning more about here today. Like I briefly shared, we also have our Loyola Law School in downtown LA, and our newest addition is the Playa Vista campus, which is home to our School of Film and Television programs, as well as our business analytics programs. A little more about LMU. We're specifically located in the city of Westchester, California. And as you're thinking about a graduate program, I know that location tends to be one of the important factors that you take into account when deciding. And one of the things that makes us special is geographically where we are in Los Angeles. So to one side of us, we have the aerospace industry in El Segundo. To the other side, we have Silicon Beach. So different tech companies are there. And we also are surrounded by different healthcare industry and companies throughout the Los Angeles basin. So when you're thinking about a graduate program and what the location may mean for you, we hope that you remember that LMU tries to leverage as many opportunities and partnerships as possible, given all the companies that are near us. Bringing it back to campus, we have 8 different colleges, with Seaver College being one of the 8. And we also offer 50 different graduate programs at large throughout these 8 different colleges. We have different opportunities for students to involve themselves in campus at the graduate level. And one of those is via research. So if you are interested in research opportunities, definitely know that those will be either embedded through your program. And in addition to that, you may also be interested in seeking out graduate research assistantships through in companionship with our faculty. So we do offer those as well. From the professional level, specifically from our career and professional development office, if you're utilizing a master's degree to pivot into a new area or to grow within your company, definitely lean on the support that our CPD office will be providing for you as soon as you become one of our students. They help with things like resume building, knowing how to carry yourself in an interview, salary negotiation conversations, which tend to be very important in those stages. And you'll always have access to this team and the support services that they offer even after you graduate from our graduate program. So we definitely encourage you to seek those types of opportunities out once you're here with us, but definitely consider this as you are shopping through different program options. And here's a visual of where we are geographically within the LA region. Like I shared, to one side, we have the El Segundo companies in aerospace. To the other side, Silicon Beach. We also have different partnerships with hospitals in the area. And for my civil and engineering students, you can definitely tell how close we are to the ocean. We're also just a short mile away from the wetlands in the Culver City area. And we also have the Bureau of Engineering Hyperion plant just a few miles away from our campus as well. So all things to consider as you're thinking about your journey here with us at LMU. Perfect. Now, specifically speaking about our Seaver College of Science and Engineering, we offer 9 different master level programs and 10 certificate programs. We're going to be reviewing the admission requirements for every program momentarily, as well as our certificates. So depending on your interest, and like we shared, you're welcome to use the chat feature to let us know which program you're interested in. We're going to be covering the admission requirements, and then the breakout rooms will be the opportunity where you get to ask specific questions directly to our faculty. In terms of our current graduate enrollment, we have about 152 students total, with an average graduate class size of 14 students to a class. If you're looking for a place where there will be small class sizes, interactions with your peers and your faculty, definitely rest assured that LMU is the place that fosters that type of education. If you feel that you would thrive in that type of education and that's exactly what you're looking for out of the graduate program, then definitely know that LMU would offer you exactly that type of experience. Now, in terms of enrollment options for you, we offer full-time enrollment and part-time enrollment, and you'll get to decide what that is for you. Full-time enrollment is 6 units or more at the graduate level, which can be an average of 2 classes or more. And part-time enrollment is 5 units or less, which can be anywhere from 1 to 2 classes. You'll always have the support of your faculty advisor to help you guide and decide which enrollment option might be best for you, depending on other responsibilities that you may have, like a job, or if you have plans ahead of, for example, applying for a PhD program and you're working with the timeline. Our graduate faculty advisors will be able to guide and decide what better enrollment option might be best for you. We have a 69% male to 31% female ratio here on campus, and we also welcome domestic and international students to our programs with a domestic population of 74% and a 26% population of international students as of this semester. Perfect. So now here on the screen, you get to see all the master level programs that we offer. We have master level degrees in civil engineering, computer engineering, environmental science, electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, computer science, healthcare systems engineering, which is a hybrid program, systems engineering, which is fully online, and our Master of Arts in Teaching Mathematics, which is a hybrid program. All the other programs, as you can see on the screen, are in person, which will have you come to campus for class time. All of our programs are in the evening. So starting at 6 p.m., you'll be able to come to campus and be part of class. But for all students, whether your program is in person, hybrid, or online, definitely know that the LMU graduate community is for you in every service that we talk about here today, as well as the support from our faculty and staff is open to all students, whether you're here on campus, hybrid, or fully remote. Excellent. So now we're going to get into the admission requirements for our master level programs. A couple of quick facts before we get into what's necessary for your application. All of our master level programs are 30-unit programs with an average of about 10 courses each. Like I shared, all of our classes are in the evening, so our programs are evening programs. And courses are taught by recognized faculty and industry experts. You'll get to meet a lot of them here tonight, and I hope that you get to interact with them and ask them all your questions. And like I briefly shared earlier, you will also have personalized faculty advisement directed to your specific interest, your program, and your aspirations and goals out of this master's program. So your faculty advisor will be walking with you every step of the way through this graduate journey to make sure that you're passing classes, that you're selecting the appropriate classes, and that you're leveraging all the opportunities available for you. Now, in terms of program length, the program typically takes about 2 years for it to be completed, even though there are options for you to complete sooner or take a little longer if you wish. And this is where your faculty advisement will specifically become crucial for you depending on what else you may be juggling in that point in time. You'll know exactly what your specific course map looks like and how long the program will be exactly for you. Perfect. So now transitioning into the admission requirements. All programs will require that the student completes a graduate application, submits official transcripts from all undergraduate institutions that they've attended. There will be a statement of intent requirement. We have a 3.0 GPA minimum requirement for admission consideration. And lastly, the GRE is optional and not required for the admission process. If you have a GRE score and you'd like to include it in your application, you are more than welcome to do that. If you haven't taken the GRE, we will not be requiring that for our admission process here for LMU. With that said, notice that I didn't mention letters of recommendation. We're going to be specifically addressing the letters of recommendation needs in every one of the programs that we're about to review momentarily. Any questions so far? If no questions, then we're going to go right into our civil engineering program. This will be the first program requirement admissions that we'll cover. Our civil engineering program positions working professionals and graduates to gain a deeper understanding of principles required to solve environmental problems and manage infrastructure's resources for future generations. If civil engineering is the program that you're interested in seeking admission for, we will be requesting a bachelor's degree in civil engineering and have also successfully completed the following courses. So these will be courses that we'll specifically be looking for on your transcript. We're looking for at least one calculus course, a course in general chemistry, as well as 3 other college level life and physical science courses. These other 3 can be a combination of courses in biology, chemistry, environmental science, or physics, so long as it's 3 of those plus the required general chemistry course. In addition to that, we'll be requesting 2 letters of recommendation for civil engineering applicants. The personal statement where you explain how the civil engineering program fits into your career development. And lastly, civil engineering welcomes applications into all of our entry terms: fall, spring, summer 1, and summer 2. Towards the end of this deck, we'll review application deadlines by entry term, so you'll get to see the application deadlines and decide when you would be seeking admission to your program. One additional item for our civil engineering students here tonight. When you are seeking admission to this program, not only will you be seeking admission to civil engineering, you will also choose which emphasis track you're interested in within the program. And the 2 options are environmental engineering and water resources engineering. On this next slide, you'll get to see the difference based on the emphasis that you decide to choose. On the left side, you'll see the required courses necessary for an environmental engineering emphasis, and on the right side, the courses for water resources engineering emphasis. I saw a couple of interests in civil engineering and environmental science. Are there any questions about civil engineering thus far? If not, we'll move into our next program. And again, you can use the chat feature as well to ask your questions, and we'll be answering those as we go. Perfect. So next in alphabetical order, we have our computer engineering program. This program is designed to provide theoretical knowledge and practical applications in computer architecture, embedded systems, computer networks, artificial intelligence, and systems design. If computer engineering is a master's degree that you're interested in seeking admission for, we'll be requesting that the student presents a bachelor's degree in computer engineering, electrical engineering, computer science, or other closely related fields during the application process. Applicants with other majors outside of the ones listed above may be required to take additional undergraduate courses alongside the graduate program. If this were to be the case, we would notify the student in the admission letter so that they know right away, alongside the admission, that there may be additional required courses requested of them. In addition to the transcript, we'll be requesting a personal statement where you explain how the computer engineering graduate degree fits into your career development. And lastly, there are 2 letters of recommendation, but these are optional. If you would like to submit letters of recommendation for your computer engineering application, you're welcome to do so. Otherwise, everything else that forms your application package is what we'll be reviewing for admission consideration. Our computer engineering program welcomes applications into our fall and spring terms only. So currently, spring 2026 is the term that we're still accepting applications for. Otherwise, fall next year or in the years to come would be fall and spring consideration for computer engineering. On the right side of the screen here, you can see a bit of what the courses would look like once the student is admitted into the program. So there will be required courses that are requested of all computer engineering students. There's also either a thesis or a non-thesis, which is the very last class of the program. And then the rest of the journey will be comprised of elective courses in electrical engineering or computer engineering courses. There's also the option for you to take courses outside of this department. And of course, you'll have the guidance of your faculty advisor to help you choose the best options in terms of courses for you. Perfect. Up next, we have our computer science program. This program features interdisciplinary curricula built on principles of the open source culture, computing on multiple platforms, and software development, and exposures to operating systems across devices. If computer science is a program that you're interested in seeking admission for, please note that we will be requesting a bachelor's degree in a computer science or a closely related field. In addition to the major requirement, we will also be looking for these specific courses on the transcript. The first course will be a computer programming course. We'll also be looking for a data structures and applications course. The third course is a computer systems organization course. And the last course will either be a course in operating systems, database systems, or microprocessors and microcontroller systems. The microprocessors and microcontroller systems typically tends to come from students in closely related fields like computer engineering. In addition to the transcript and the specific courses that we'll be looking for, we also will be requesting a personal statement where you explain how this computer science program fits into your career development. Letters of recommendation and uploading your resume are optional for computer science. If you are interested in submitting this as part of your application, you're welcome to do so. If not, we will review your application with everything else and not have to wait for these requirements. Lastly, computer science also accepts applications into all of our entry terms, which are fall, spring, summer 1, and summer 2. On the right side of the screen, you get to see the required courses for all computer science graduate students here on campus. Computer Science 583, Computability and Complexity, and Computer Science 585, Programming Language Semantics are 2 required courses, as well as the 10th course in the program, which is the Capstone project. The rest of the courses / units to get to the 30 units of the program will be comprised of elective courses where you get to hone in on your specific interest within computer science, whether that's artificial intelligence, cybersecurity, theory and language. With the help of your faculty advisor, you'll get to choose the classes that better suit your specific needs within this discipline. Okay, perfect. Up next, we have our electrical engineering program. This program offers industry-focused interdisciplinary technical development and covers topics ranging from deep learning and machine learning, autonomous drone systems, and wireless communications, among other areas. If electrical engineering is a program that you're interested in seeking admission for, we'll be requesting that the student presents a bachelor's degree in electrical engineering, computer engineering, or a closely related field. In addition to that, we will be looking for mathematics courses through at least 1 year of college calculus, and we'll be looking for these specific electrical engineering courses on your undergraduate transcript. Circuits, logic design, electronics, signals, and microcontrollers. In addition to that, we'll also be requesting a personal statement that explains how the electrical engineering program fits into your career development. And the last requirement is optional, and that is 2 letters of recommendation. Our electrical engineering program welcomes applicants into fall and spring terms. Currently, spring 2026 is still open for admission consideration. So if you're here today interested in an electrical engineering graduate degree, definitely know that you can apply for spring 26 consideration. Now, within electrical engineering, there are different research areas that you are welcome to hone in on. Some of the examples here are optical engineering and electronic circuits. And then on the very bottom of the slide here, you'll get to see the required courses requested from all electrical engineering students to meet their program requirements, including microwave engineering antennas, computer architecture with VHDL, and random processes, as well as either your capstone or your master thesis. And lastly, the rest of the units to get to the 30 will be comprised of elective courses. Some of the options that you have can be a course in embedded systems or digital signal processing. But once again, as it's true with all of our other programs, you will have your faculty advisor who will help you select the best courses based on your interest and what you're hoping to accomplish via your graduate degree with us. Excellent. Moving into our environmental science program. This program is a career-enhancing program that instructs students the most advanced and sustainable approaches to protect, improve, and manage environmental quality in urban and natural settings, both at a local and global scale. If you're interested in seeking admission to our environmental science master's degree, we'll be requesting that a student presents a bachelor's degree and have successfully completed the following courses. These will be courses that we're looking for on your transcript. At least one college level course in calculus, one college level course in general chemistry, as well as 3 other college level life and physical science courses, which can be in any of the following areas. Science courses in biology, chemistry, environmental science, or physics. In addition to that, we'll be requesting 2 letters of recommendation from our environmental science applicants, a personal statement where you explain how the environmental science program fits into your career development. And lastly, environmental science welcomes applications into all of our entry terms, fall, spring, summer 1, and summer 2. One thing to note about our environmental science program is if you are here tonight interested in initially starting off with our environmental science program, but may have an interest in potentially also going into civil engineering, know that we do have the option to have you begin in environmental science and eventually transition into our civil engineering degree. And the way that that would happen is that you would first be seeking admission to the environmental science program because these are the admission requirements required for this program, and you don't have a civil engineering degree from undergraduate studies yet. So if you're coming from any other type of discipline, any other BS degree that is not civil engineering, this would be the way for you to enter to LMU, start off your environmental science degree, and eventually transition into civil engineering. What happens is you would first seek admission to environmental science, and once you're here, you would be asked to complete and pass the Fundamentals of Engineering exam or hold a valid professional engineering license, a PE license, as well as be in good academic standing in your environmental science program. If those pieces are in place, then you can work with your faculty advisor and the department chair to do a change of program and finish off with us with a civil engineering degree. This is an option available for students who will be starting environmental science. If you're not interested in that, if you're only interested in environmental science as a standalone program, definitely know that there will be 10 courses that you complete for this program. And on this next slide, you get to see what that journey would look like through environmental science. There will be required courses requested of all our Envi-Sci majors in the graduate program. And then the rest of the units will be comprised of elective courses ranging in different areas such as climate change, sustainability, and air quality control and management. This is where your faculty advisor will help you devise the rest of your course map with that in combination with those required courses. We want to make sure that we're also tending to your specific needs within environmental science to get to the 10 total courses for your graduate degree. Excellent. Up next, we have our Healthcare Systems Engineering program. This program seeks to aid and improve highly fragmented, ever-evolving healthcare systems. It provides systems-based solutions and helps manage projects that address industry problems in a broad range of areas. If you're interested in learning how to become a project manager in a healthcare setting, then this is the program for you. David, I know that you're here. If you want to chime in at any point, you are welcome to do so. But the admission requirements for this is that the student presents a bachelor's degree from a U.S. accredited university, that they provide a personal statement specifically addressing their passion for healthcare. We're very interested in making sure that the students who join this program will also be able to join or continue in the workforce and implement the learnings that they'll teach, as is true for our other programs, but in this case, with that specific input in healthcare. We'll also be requesting 2 letters of recommendation. And in terms of the admission entry points for healthcare systems engineering, this program accepts applicants into summer session 2 and spring terms primarily. A little more about our healthcare systems engineering program. Like I shared earlier in the session, this is one of our hybrid programs. Some of the classes will be held remotely and some of the classes will be here online. The focus is not so much in engineering or math, even though we are taking the fundamentals from our sister program, the systems engineering program. but the focus is on rigorous management with that healthcare component, and wanting to make sure that the student will be able to implement the teachings in a healthcare setting. No healthcare experience is required prior to joining the program, but if you are interested in the program and already have a position in healthcare, we definitely would love to hear about that in the personal statement. As it's similar to our other master level offerings, this is also a 10-course graduate degree, which is an equivalent of 30 units, and it can be completed in 1 year if you are interested in that. In this case, the faculty advisor, Dr. David Kwam, who also serves as the graduate program director, will help you devise what your specific course map will look like, depending on other deadlines or timelines that you may be working on, so that we can get you through the program through your desired timeline. Excellent. Our next program is our Master's in Mechanical Engineering. This program offers a unique and multidisciplinary approach by leveraging our proximity to Silicon Beach and the aerospace defense industry in El Segundo. You'll also get to either be a mechanical engineer in the field who is interested in now learning more technicalities within the program, or if you are a new engineer looking to increase your potential in terms of jobs or earnings, then this is a great segue for you to reach those spaces in the industry that you're in. In terms of the admission requirements, a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering is preferred. If you are thinking of our mechanical engineering program but do not hold a mechanical engineering degree, then we will be requesting that at least 3 of the following courses have been completed so that we can ensure that there is a foundational knowledge in mechanical engineering. And the courses that we'll be looking for are material science, mechanics of materials, dynamics, thermodynamics, fluid mechanics, or heat transfer. So at least 3 of these need to be completed for admission consideration into our mechanical engineering, from otherwise requesting a mechanical engineering undergraduate degree. In addition to that, we'll be requesting 2 letters of recommendation, the personal statement where you explain how the mechanical engineering program fits into your career development. And lastly, mechanical engineering accepts applications into all of our entry terms: fall, spring, summer 1, and summer 2. Now, within mechanical engineering, one of the questions that we'll be asking you during the application process is what area within mechanical engineering you're interested in. And part of the reason why is because we want to make sure that we're tending to your specific need, but also so that you can get to see which courses would be best suitable for your interest. Within the program, there will be a capstone or a thesis project that's requested of you, and we hope that your interest area is honed into that research. Some of the exploration areas that you may want to consider are rapid prototyping, robotics for neurorehabilitation, or 3D printing, for example. Nevertheless, the question is open-ended, and we're very interested in knowing what specific area within mechanical engineering you're interested in, so that we can start thinking about research opportunities for you. We can talk about the labs that we have on campus for you to take advantage of, and so we can start choosing courses related to that specific area of interest. The required course for all mechanical engineering students will be engineering mathematics. The rest of the courses will be comprised of elective courses in different disciplines. This is where your specific interests will come in handy for our faculty to choose courses that are speaking to that interest. Some of the areas are rapid prototyping, propulsion, and fatigue, but there are many options for you to choose from. In addition to that, there will be labs here on campus that you'll have full access to, including our rapid prototyping lab. You can see some of our students taking advantage of the machinery that we have available for you. And this is something that we hope all our mechanical engineering students are excited about, to know that we have these facilities here on campus that you are welcome to take advantage of. Perfect. The last master program that we'll be reviewing here today is our systems engineering program. This is a fully online program that offers an interdisciplinary curriculum that blends engineering and management principles to enable our students to apply innovative thinking and solve problems efficiently in the workplace. The admission requirements for systems engineering are that a student presents a bachelor's of science or a bachelor's of engineering. We will also be requesting that the student presents knowledge of the following subject areas, regardless of their major. So differential and integral calculus will be one of the courses that we'll be looking for. Physics or mechanics. We'll also be requesting that the student presents computer programming experience and as well as statistics. So these will be either courses that we're looking for on your transcript. Alternatively, we are also requesting a resume. If you have acquired some of this skill set through a job, then we would want to see the resume to see where you have attained this type of knowledge. If not through a course, then maybe professionally. In addition to the transcript requirements and the resume, there will be 2 letters of recommendation that we're requesting from you. If your GPA falls below a 3.0, specifically for systems engineering applicants here today, then that's where the 2 letters of recommendation will come in and be necessary for the program. We'll also be requesting a brief personal statement discussing how this graduate program fits into your career goals. And lastly, systems engineering welcomes applicants into fall, spring, and summer session 1. Spring 2026, as it's true for a lot of our other programs, is still an entry term that we're accepting applications for. Now, as well, for systems engineering students here today, there will be technical focus areas that we're requesting from you during the application process. So not only are you seeking admission into systems engineering, you're also seeking admission into the technical focus area of your choice. Engineering management and systems engineering welcome applicants from business backgrounds, as well as accounting and other related fields. Every one of our other technical focus area, whether that's electrical engineering, mechanical engineering, civil engineering, cybersecurity, aeronautics and space systems, or software architecture, will require that you present a similar background from your undergraduate degree, whether that's through a bachelor's of science or a bachelor's of engineering. For example, if you were interested in a systems engineering with the aeronautics and space systems focus, then we will want to see a background in aeronautics and space systems coming from your undergraduate degree for admission consideration. Perfect. So on this next slide, you get to see what the courses are available in terms of a systems engineering graduate degree. There will be courses that you select from each of these areas. So there will be 3 courses selected from systems engineering, 3 courses coming out of the engineering project management section of the curriculum. And then the last 3 courses will be dedicated to that specific technical focus area that you selected during the application process. So 3 classes will be dedicated to that technical focus area, and the 10th course will be your capstone project to culminate the 30 units. Excellent. So I know that there are some questions on the chat. So if we haven't gotten to them yet, we'll get to them in a few moments. This would be a great time for me to answer any questions about any of the programs that we just covered before we get into our dual degree options. So if you do have any questions that you want to raise your hand for, I am here looking at the chat, and I'm also looking at any hand raisers who may want to have their questions answered now. If not, then we'll get into our dual degree options. So most of our Seaver master level degrees that we just covered, with the exception of computer engineering and teaching mathematics, can be combined with the MBA program here at LMU. Students who follow this route would be earning our Masters of Science or our Masters of Science in Engineering through Seaver, as well as the MBA through our College of Business Administration. The program does change a little bit because you are now completing 2 degrees, so it becomes a total of 60 units. There will be 24 units that are completed through Seaver, and then 36 units that are completed through our MBA school. And the program at that point takes 3 years to complete, but you do leave the institution with 2 degrees. The same application will be required. You will still firstly be seeking admission into our Seaver program, any of the ones that you chose here today, again, with the exception of computer engineering or teaching mathematics. And once you've started our program, you would notify your faculty advisor so that we can start working into getting you into the MBA after your first year with us, or as closely as you've reached those 24 first Seaver units. The process to apply to the MBA will be internal at that point, and you would transition and finish off with the MBA during the latter part of your program. And after you've completed both, you would receive both degrees as well. So this is an option available to you, even though it's not required, but it is an option if you are interested in considering. And good news, computer engineering is part of the MBA now. So the only one that wouldn't be applicable is our teaching mathematics program, but all others, including computer engineering, can be part of the dual degree option if that's something that you're interested in. Otherwise, like I shared, all of our programs at the master level are 30 units each, which is approximately an equivalent of 10 total graduate courses. Perfect. So that concludes our master level offerings. We're going to transition into our certificates. We're getting to the Q&A in just a few moments. But if you are interested in a graduate degree, but maybe not necessarily looking at a master's just yet, or if you want to explore something at a much shorter scale, we do offer certificates here at LMU. We have 10 total certificates currently available in different disciplines. As you can see on the screen, we have some coming into from our civil engineering and environmental science department. We have some coming from computer science. We have our lean healthcare systems certificate coming from the healthcare systems engineering department. We have our additive manufacturing from mechanical. And we have a few from our systems engineering department. So if you wanted to start off your graduate journey with us through a certificate, you are more than welcome to explore this. All of our certificates are 3 courses, and they will be specifically in that subject area that you are trying to seek admission for that specific certificate. So for example, if you were to seek admission into additive manufacturing certificate, it would be 3 courses dedicated to additive manufacturing. The great thing about our certificates is if you were to start off your LMU journey with us through this and eventually decide that you do want to pursue a master's, these 3 classes would transition and be part of your master level studies as well. So they will transition over, they will count for your master's, and you would only be left to take the remaining units to get to the 30 units of the master program. So it's a great way for you to delve into graduate studies, and especially if you're thinking about an area that you may still be wondering if it's the area that you're thinking of or not, a certificate would be a great option for you to consider. And if you decided after you've taken the classes that this is exactly what you were looking for and you're now ready for a master level, then you can apply for the matching program at the master level and get those courses added to that program as well. For those of you here tonight who are interested in artificial intelligence, we are working on a certificate for that. So hopefully in the near future, we will be able to have that option available ready for you as well. If certificates is what you are interested in, or if the master is what you're interested in, want to stick to that, the application deadlines are as follows. So for anyone here tonight interested in seeking admission to our Spring 2026 entry term, Spring 26 begins in the week of January 12th. The application deadline has been extended to November 15th of this year. So you have exactly a month for you to work with us, get your application in, and hopefully get you situated for you to start your graduate journey with us here in the spring semester. We also have other terms. So Summer 1, 2026, the application deadline for that is March 1st of 2026. The application deadline for Summer 2, 2026 is April 1st of 2026. And if you're thinking about starting your graduate journey maybe a year from now, then the application deadline for Fall 2026 consideration is July 1st of 2026. So depending on where you are in your journey, and also keeping in mind which entry terms your specific program accepts applications for, you can have an idea of the applications, the deadlines, and the timeline that you have to work towards the completion of your graduate application. It's the same application for everyone. The URL for that is graduatestudies.lmu.edu/apply/. Once you've started and have input your general information, you'll get to your graduate study plan, and that's where you'll choose the specific program that you're interested in. After that, the rest of the application will populate, and you'll be able to complete that, your personal statement, upload your resume if you wish, and then request transcripts to be sent to us, and request your recommenders to send letters for us if that is required by your program. And once we have that, we'll be ready to review and provide you a prompt decision right away. If we have international applicants here, in addition to the requirements that we're requesting from each of the programs that we just covered at the master level, we will be requesting 2 additional items from you. The first one being a transcript evaluation for a course-by-course evaluation of your undergraduate degree. And the second one will be an English language proficiency test result, whether that's through TOEFL, IELTS. We also accept Duolingo scores. We will need to have that submitted as well. As the transcript evaluation, this is only the case for our international applicants. If you are here and if you have questions about either of these, I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Just let me know, and we'll get that sorted for you. Perfect. Now we're going to transition into funding opportunities at the graduate level. I know that this is something that students oftentimes have questions about, and we want to make sure that you know that LMU Seaver is here to help guide you through your graduate journey financially. So we have different types of funding opportunities for students. We'll review what those are here today. And also know that we have a financial aid team as well as the students accounts team that are ready to help answer any questions that you may have. So with that said, we do offer our Merit Scholarship. Merit Scholarship is open both for domestic and international students to be considered for this type of funding. If you're interested in being considered for merit consideration, please make sure that you answer that question on the graduate application. There will be an essay that's required of you, and that alongside with your application is what we will be utilizing to determine your merit scholarship eligibility. Graduate assistantships are open for students who are interested in providing paraprofessional support in different offices here on campus. The graduate assistantships would be available to students once an admission offer has been made and the student has registered for courses. So once those 2 things are in place, the student would be welcome to seek out any graduate assistantships here on campus. Graduate research assistantships are research opportunities for students to work with our faculty in conducting research. The hourly rate is $19 per hour, and you can work up to 20 hours every week. Graduate research assistantships are open for domestic and international students. And once an admission offer has been set in place, the student is welcome to reach out to a faculty or the department to ask if there are GRA support, funding support available based on the research activity that our faculty is conducting. We also have another type of funding opportunity known as LMU work, which is very similar to work study at the undergraduate level, but the funding is coming directly from LMU for students who are interested in working on campus in that type of setting, in a work study type of setting, but the funding is coming from LMU, not from the federal funding that typical work study at the undergraduate level is. The last type of funding opportunity that we'll talk about here tonight is our need-based scholarship. For this, primarily domestic students would be the ones considered for need-based consideration, as a FAFSA application also needs to be submitted. If you're interested in applying for a need-based aid, we will be requesting a FAFSA submission, and typically students will be invited to apply for the need-based scholarship once they've been admitted into the program. We will be sending you the invitation to apply for need-based scholarship consideration. Perfect. So like I shared, all of our programs are 30 units worth, and we hope that we're able to provide as much funding options available to you. Some of the ones that I shared here with you are coming directly from Seaver funding, but there are the more traditional types like loans that are offered through our financial aid office. So if you are thinking about seeking aid in the form of loans, I also do encourage you to just have that FAFSA submission ready to go so that expedites the process. Should you be offered admission to our program, then you can work with our financial aid office to know what those loans options are. But we will primarily try to provide you all the information up front in terms of scholarships and let you know which scholarships you've been eligible for and how that would play out through the duration of your program here with us. Any questions about financial aid? Okay, if not, the last piece that we'll cover here today is the student resources that students get to take advantage of once you're here on campus with us. And I know that we're coming up on the first hour of our session here. So what I really hope students take away from this slide is that there are many offices and staff members, as well as our dedicated faculty, here to make sure that you take advantage of all the services and opportunities available for you at the graduate level. One of the offices that works really closely with our Seaver students is our Hannon Library. If you have the chance to come and visit us, not only will you get to see all of our facilities, you'll get to see how beautiful the Hannon Library is. It also just earned its ranking of #4 in the nation for library. But we have a dedicated STEM librarian who will be working with all graduate students interested in research and leveraging all the types of research components that the library offers, whether that's textbooks, archives, getting books from other institutions transferred into the library here at LMU. Our STEM librarian and the team there is dedicated to help you. The library also has different study spaces that you can take advantage of. If you are here on campus looking for a quiet space, you can reserve a room for you or a room for you and a group of peers if you're working on a group project. And all of this is easily facilitated for you as one of our graduate students. We also have our Office of International Students and Scholars here, known as OISS. This office works specifically with our international students looking to come and study their master's degree here with us. So they will help with things ranging from visa appointments, issuing an I-20, making sure that you go through orientation so that you know the expectations of the program in relation to the visa requirements and that you are successful with us throughout your journey here. So this office will be crucial for our international students looking to seek admission to our programs, especially once they're here. They'll make sure that you are abiding to the visa requirements and that you're also successful in your program and at LMU at large. The last type of resource that I'll talk about here today is the Career and Professional Development Office once again, but I do want to make note that these are just some of the resources available at the graduate level. All of these offices have dedicated staff ready to support you through services or different types of workshops to facilitate and make for a more fruitful graduate experience with us. But I know that oftentimes you're looking for a graduate degree because you want upward mobility, perhaps pivot into a new area. So our Career and Professional Development Office will help you exactly with those types of requests. If you're looking into what your next job offer might be, if you're looking into pivoting into a new area and you're not sure where to go look for jobs or how your program will help you and decide which types of opportunities or jobs you should be seeking for, we have our Career and Professional Development Office. Specifically, we have our liaison, Erica Zoker, who works with all of our STEM students, including our graduate students. So she'll be able to be a resource for you, as well as the rest of the staff when it comes to workshops related to networking, getting to meet professionals who come to campus to look for talent. We also have a LinkedIn photo booth on campus here if you're interested in taking advantage of that for a new LinkedIn photo. And things like resume building, networking, making sure that you know how to negotiate a salary offer, and finding out what the next opportunity might be after you're getting ready to complete your studies here with us. And like I shared at the beginning of the presentation, our CPD services are offered to you once you become a student. So even as an alum, you'll always be able to come back and take advantage of that. One of the special items that they house for us is the Lion Network, which is a network of different LMU alums across the world who have different job offerings for students. So this serves as a portal where different LMU alums are uploading job opportunities. And as a current student or eventual alum, you'll also get to have access to these and get to connect with other LMU alums throughout the world. So this is one of the features that they offer to not only stay connected with LMU, but get to meet alums for other years as well. Okay. So that concludes our first portion of the session here today. I also want to make sure that if there are any questions, we can answer them now. If not, I'm so excited to see that Vivian has joined us and will now be transitioning into the next portion of our program, which is for you all to get to hear about our current student, Vivian, and her journey through our Masters of Science in Systems Engineering. So I'll have Farah take it away for our Q&A with our current student.
Thank you, Eunice. And thank you, Vivian, for being here. I don't see, oh, there you are. Okay, perfect. Vivian, would you mind starting off with an introduction about yourself, giving us your name, the program you're enrolled in? We all know it's systems, but how long you've been in the program, your undergraduate institution, the major that you had for undergrad, and then your current employer and your role at that company.
Absolutely. And I just wanted to say thank you, Eunice and Farah, for having me. And it's good to see you all. My name is Vivian Nguyen. I am a master's student in the Systems Engineering program with a technical focus in aeronautics and space systems. This is my third semester in the program, and I started in spring of this year. My undergraduate institution was Arizona State University, and at ASU, I graduated with a double major in computer information systems and supply chain management. My current employer is Boeing, and I'm currently an analyst in the satellite systems R&D group over there.
To me, that all sounds very relevant, but I'd love to hear in your words, what were the determining factors that made you decide to enroll at LMU to pursue this graduate degree?
Well, now that I'm 3 semesters into this program, I'm so happy that I'm in this master's. And one thing that really drew me to LMU at the beginning was how it marketed itself towards working professionals with the nighttime classes. I was looking for a program that would have like synchronous times for our classes, one to keep me accountable, and then two, also to get to know my classmates and the professors. So I really like that professional aspect. And there's also a partnership with my company, Boeing. So a lot of my colleagues were attending this program and had really great things to say about it, had really good outcomes. So the more I researched into it, I'm really happy that it was a good fit. And I also really liked how it being a smaller university, like I said, I went to Arizona State for my undergrad, which was one of the largest public institutions. So it was kind of a different switch there, but I still remember my first call with Eunice when I was interested in applying to LMU, and it was really such a personalized experience. And throughout that entire admissions process, it was super accommodating. And then once I started as a student, working with the community such as Farah, I really feel like I'm part of a small, tight-knit community. I see some of my professors on this call. I'm really happy to see you guys. So I really like that small community, and I'm really glad that I'm here.
Speaking of, working at Boeing, your colleagues having been through this program, can you tell me what are some of your career goals and how this degree program is helping you achieve them?
My career goal is to graduate from my systems engineering master's to work as a systems engineer at Boeing. And before I moved onto my current team, I wasn't super familiar with systems engineering, but I had the opportunity to work on the software systems engineering team. And I honestly just loved it. And I really wanted to grow my technical skills. So that's what motivated me to go back to my master's and then work in a more technical role as an engineer. So I reached out to people within my company, and then they were recommending that I pursue this course of study, and then also specifically at LMU with Boeing having a site in El Segundo alongside a lot of other aerospace companies. Um, there seems to be like that pipeline of these aerospace companies, and then going to LMU for their masters. So I really liked how there is that industry focus, and a lot of my current classmates are already in systems engineering at their respective companies and have given me a lot of tips about, applying and then how to use this master's upon graduation. So I'm just very excited to tap into the resources that I have at LMU towards my professional goal, becoming working as a systems engineer with this degree.
Awesome. I know you've mentioned the tight-knit community, and that this is clearly going to help you, reach your career goals. But what's been your favorite aspect of being part of the Seaver College graduate program?
I really, really love the people
Oh,
in the Seaver College graduate program. I was telling my friends about how I just every single class that I've taken at LMU, every professor I've had, I've just loved. I really like how, of course, like they're academic experts. They know so much, they're incredibly intelligent, but all of them have such unique and interesting backgrounds and like their lives, and they're just so happy to share it with us. Like I love just talking to my professors. So I've really enjoyed all the classes I've taken because of the instructors and then my classmates too. A lot of us are already colleagues like in the aerospace industry, and it's nice having that connection, but everyone has like such a unique background and has been so willing to help, especially the people who are further along in the program. Have asked me like, oh, if you ever have any questions with your capstone, like I'd be happy to share what I've done, and just always offering that hand. And I'm just really thankful for that community. So that's my favorite part.
awesome. Um, Speaking of like capstones, research, just opportunities, whether it's, speaking to faculty, colleagues, what are any specific ones that you've had either at Seaver College, the university, or maybe from within the systems engineering program that you've been involved in, if applicable?
I am a part of INCOSE, which is the International Council on Systems Engineering, and I actually found out about this. That was another reason why I joined LMU is because of the academic equivalency with that organization. But my professor, John Palladian, he's very involved in that program and the LA section in general. So he actually had students from his class join the organization, and I had the opportunity to volunteer at the LMU STEM Expo last week. And it was really nice meeting people, who are so passionate about systems engineering. A lot of them are retirees, but are just in it for the love of the game. They want to spread the gospel of systems engineering. And specifically at that volunteer event, it was mostly for K through 12 outreach and then also call undergraduates too. So it was nice to see the next generation of future engineers getting interested in this. And I'm thankful for like the knowledge I've gained from these experts and also just the ability to give back to this community.
Speaking of giving back, what advice would you give to our prospective students who are thinking of pursuing a master's program? So everyone in this room outside of the faculty and staff.
Well, right before this, I saw Eunice talking about all the resources that LMU has. So I would definitely say tap into those. There's just so many different things that you can explore without the university. Within your specific department, course is amazing. And then moving broader to Seaver College, I've had the chance to meet a lot of other students in the other engineering programs who have been just super amazing. And then LMU wide as a university, there's just so many different things that you can take advantage. And I remember just looking throughout the LMU website, and this wasn't even like academic related. I remember talking to Dr. Goshkai, who's on this call about, taking advantage of just all the opportunities that LMU has. It doesn't necessarily have to be systems engineering related. And I got to join the Outdoor and Adventure Recreation organization. and got to go on a camping trip with them. And that was honestly one of the more memorable things I got to do last semester. So not engineering related, but it was just a great time and a way to meet other LMU students. And I never expected that, studying engineering in graduate school, I'd get to go to Big Sur and then camp with a bunch of my friends. So there's so many things out there. Don't limit yourself. And I just want to say I'm really happy that you guys are on this call because I think you're making a really good step, considering graduate school at LMU and specifically systems engineering. I can't speak highly enough about it. So I'm just very excited for you all.
Thank you, Vivian. Before I let you go, I want to ask you, I know you shared like you do want to move into a more systems engineering role, but speaking of outdoor recreation and whatnot, just in general, what plans do you have for yourself after completing your graduate degree?
That's a great question. So I still have one more year to go. I plan on graduating December of 2026, which, honestly seems like it's right around the corner. Time flies when you're having fun. I had the time of my life so far. So homework, it's a lot of work, but I will miss LMU dearly when graduation comes around. And I haven't thought that far in the future, but I would love to celebrate by I don't know, maybe I'll go on another camping trip. I, I don't know, we'll see. I'll celebrate. That's for one.
Okay. Do you have any final remarks before if you don't mind, open it up to the audience for questions?
I just want to say congratulations to you all. Like I said, I think I'm so happy that there's other people who want to go to LMU for grad school. And if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer. I'll still be on here for the next however long Farah and Eunice want me.
Thank you, Vivian. Any questions?
Hey Vivian, this is Phil. Hi. Question for you. What are you, I guess, what's your emphasis in the space systems program? What are you studying in there, the core classes?
For my aeronautics and space systems concentration, I am currently doing spacecraft design. I love this class. I know a lot of other students want to take it too, like just for fun, and I would definitely recommend it, even if you're not in that program. And I think it's very relevant to what I'm currently doing at work. So I like just being able to see the translation of things I'm doing in the classroom versus what I'm doing at work. So would highly recommend it. And I also took satellite communication and radar in the spring. Also love that one too. These two are like relatively math heavy, but I like math. If you like math, I would definitely recommend these ones. And if you're in the aerospace industry, specifically working on satellites, there is a lot to be applied to work. And then in the next class I'll be taking is an Occupy Mars class. So those are the three that I'm doing for my
So deep space missions?
it's like specifically Mars missions.
Oh, Mars missions specifically. Okay,
Yes.
cool. Thank you.
Thank you, Phil.
I saw there's a question from Ernesto. Vivian, do you have any classes you recommend that you took apart from the required classes? So the electives.
So the electives, I guess it really depends on what you want to. Oh, actually, I do remember. Engineering leadership and ethics with Michael Noltemeyer. That class I took last semester, and I think it's one of your options for the engineering management courses, but it does fall under an elective. And that class just was just really eye-opening. It's not technically like a technical class, but just learning the perspectives of the professor and then also my classmates and just seeing the human aspects of engineering. It also made me a way stronger of a writer and a reader. So for people who want to break outside of doing math, I think that's a really great course. That's probably one of my favorite courses that I've taken.
Thank you. I noticed that no one has put any further questions, and we are at time. I want to make sure that everyone's also able to chat with their faculty. So I'll give it back to Eunice. But thank you so much for your time, Vivian. I really appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, and good luck to you all.
Thank you so, so much, Vivian. I still remember the first time we talked over the phone right before the winter break, and I'm just so happy to hear everything you've done within that year. From last year to this year, you've done so much. So I'm really proud of you, and I'm really happy that you're here and that you are making the best out of your graduate journey with us. So thank you so much for sharing your experience with our prospective students here today.
That was so kind, and I really could not have done it without you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent, guys. So I'm really excited now to break us off into our breakout room so that you can get to talk directly with our wonderful faculty here. One thing that I'll mention is we're ready to put you into the faculty rooms, but I will share my screen one more time just to make a quick note that there will be sessions happening after ours is done here today, and I want to make sure that you know about those. So we have our information sessions for financial aid coming up at 6. At 6 as well, if you are an international student here, we recommend that you attend the international admission session. And then at 6:30, you'll get to hear directly from our career and professional development team. So if you do have questions about what you can do with your master's degree, what services they provide to help you get to that next step, you can work directly with our career and professional development team here tonight. You can get to meet them and ask them your questions. So if you come back into the main room after you're done with the breakout, and if you need the Zoom session link to join, let us know and we'll share that for you. Otherwise, you might have already RSVP'd for these, and you know that these will be starting at 6 p.m. So we do hope that you attend those. And if we don't get to see you again afterwards, I do want to thank you for joining our open house session here for Seaver tonight. I really appreciate your time with us, and hopefully we'll get to see your application soon and have you join our LMU community.